All right, guys, it was announced today that as of, I want to say March next year,
Mm.
everybody that works for the NHS has to have a compulsory COVID jab.
Frontline.
No, it's all of them. Anybody that works for NHS.
Oh, I thought it's just
What
frontline.
even admin peeps?
I'll
No.
double check that for you. I'll double check that for you. So, what are our thoughts on this, though?
Bro, this is what I'm trying to say. I don't understand. Like, there's been other viruses that's come out in the world, like during the course of the past 2 centuries or whatnot. Yeah, and I don't know why this particular one is being forced upon us, bro. Like, and it's making me think, like, why?
What's in it?
I told you about drama of just getting to the office. Like, it's just, bro. I ain't been to the office again because of that. I ain't been because I'm like, I'm scarred. Honestly, I'm scarred. I ain't been again. No, man, because and like it's not just there, it's everywhere. Now, NHS stuff, you are forced or you'll be out of a job. Come
Yeah.
on.
So you're
What's
right, Rich.
next?
It's frontline. It's
It's
frontline.
frontline. But to be fair, I personally think that's deep. I get it from an angle where they don't want to spread the disease, etc. Right? But you still get it, and you can still die even if you have to,
And you still carry it. You can still
No,
carry it. No
that
problem.
I think that is my issue with it, is the fact that you can still get it, you can still spread it whether you're vaccinated or not, and that's why I think it's a bit like, I don't think we should play on emotions. Don't get me wrong, I don't come all for trying to protect everyone else, and I get, if for example you're going into the house of vulnerable people, like you should also protect them. I get, like, I understand the sentiment, but I do understand that technically you can still spread it regardless, and that's where I'm a little bit like, it's a bit much to force it upon a man.
Yeah.
But what they're saying is, if everyone gets it, the vaccination, even if you spread it around, no one will get the severe symptoms. Do you know what I mean? That's what they're saying, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's not technically true though, because that's why they're introducing boosters, and that's what my issue is. Like, you can't be introducing boosters for a vaccination you took 4 or 5 months ago. It's a bit much.
It doesn't make that doesn't make
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make no sense. Like, I was listening to LBC. You know when the government makes announcements, LBC, the phone line gets licked down by pure nurses and everything else. A lot of them plan to leave. A lot of them have actually, their deadline is, some of them is this week, and a lot of them have resigned on the back of it. And there's loads of other companies which don't work for the NHS, have their own kind of offline surgeries, like private healthcare, and they're snapping up all the nurses. They're snapping up all the nurses. A lot of nurses, listen, the NHS in nurse-wise are down. Doctors are down. This is what's going to happen. It's going to put more strain. They talk about protecting, they always say protecting the NHS. The NHS is going to go from how they're struggling now, even more to struggle. They're going to struggle even more. Then what they're going to do, they're going to ask everyone abroad, oh, if you've had the vaccine, come over and help us and give us a helping hand. That's what's going to happen.
I think there just needs to be some consistency around this, isn't it? It's like, 1 minute it's like people have a choice to take the vaccination, and then they don't have a choice. It just has to be consistent. Do you know what I mean? Because if they're doing it to say, like, you have to protect people, whatever, especially if you're working in the hospital or and stuff, then I get it to a degree, but like, shouldn't that just be across the board anyway? Like, with everyone,
organizations, yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, now you can just, we don't have to wear masks and we can just basically do everything as normal, but they have to. It doesn't really make sense. It has to be consistent.
And the thing is, they make it what it is. It's not it is a forced thing with NHS staff or frontline NHS staff, but they're making life difficult for those that don't have the vaccination. For, like, regards to traveling, you know what I mean? Life is difficult now. You know, like one of my friends wants to plan a birthday and wants to go to Canada, but Canada is saying, nah, you've got to have full vaccinations before you come here. If you don't have I don't care if you get tested before you come here. No, like, if you're not vaccinated, you're not coming. Do you know what I mean? And a lot of countries are going to start doing that. I think America's the same. A lot of countries are going to start doing that now. So it's going to be like, you're forced to. Do you know what I mean? This is going to make life a misery for you if you don't get. You're probably going to go to a corner shop. Okay, proof, please. I need proof to be vaccinated. Oh, it's too much.
We we better start getting used to going to holiday in Blackpool, in
Let's start
Stoke,
to explore the shores of the UK.
Bournemouth. I'm talking. Look, we're not going Manny, Birmingham, Newcastle. We're going to those other offbeat places that we ain't
Yeah,
never
bruv.
been, bro. They're
I
gonna
ain't
be
been,
the new.
I ain't been to the deep west yet, like Devon and them ends. So
Devon and
I need to
Cornwall's
reach
nice.
them.
Devon and
Yeah,
Cornwall's
it's lovely.
nice.
It's a lovely place, man.
Hey, it's nice down there. It's
I
proper
need to
nice
go
down
there.
there. But
Yeah.
that's expensive, bro. We gotta like get something back in our price bracket, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. We're going Stoke-on-Trent.
What's that place? What's that place?
Bournemouth. That's
Not
where we're going.
Bournemouth. Like camping and stuff. Certain parks.
Centre
Centre
Parks.
Parks.
Centre.
That's
They're
expensive.
expensive as well.
Oh, is it?
Centre Parks,
But
Butlins.
It is sick though. It is sick though.
Bruv, mad expensive. But I think that's our next family holidays, bro. We'll do a group thing. Every man come with your family, and we'll go and do a Centre Parks thing.
man chipping in it.
So do you know what it is with this whole thing? It's like I just don't trust the government. I don't trust the governing body across the world. They've lied to us too many times in regards to loads of other stuff, and the way they're pushing it, I just don't. I've got no trust in any of them, and and that's somewhat the reason why. And from what I've heard, that's majority of the reason why people are not taking it, including the nurses. You would have thought, from a professional point of view, a nurse or a doctor would take the vaccine, but there's a reason why they're not taking it, because they have no trust.
They have their doubts. They have their doubts.
And the side effects, and they see the side effects from a mass scale of things, because as soon as the side effects happens, where's everyone going to go? To the hospital.
It's not the side effects. It's they want to give it time. Like they're not ready for it yet. Allow them. I don't want to have it yet.
Or maybe some people just don't really feel like they have to take vaccinations unless they really, really have to. It's not to say like they're saying you have to take this vaccination, otherwise you die. It's still a vaccination that is broadly a choice in most places, isn't it? I suppose. So they might just not want to take it, full stop, unless they really, really have to.
And I think that's what it is, because I think like somebody automatically says, if you don't take the vaccination, you're anti-vax. And I'm like, well, no, it doesn't actually mean you're anti-vax, because I know people, including myself, have had every other vaccination I'm supposed to have. Like I grew up, my mum didn't make, you know what I mean? It wasn't one of those ones my mum didn't make me go and get vaccinations. I got my BCG, I got all of the vaccinations I was supposed to get, yeah? But I also know that you've also got a generation that are amongst us now. They're a little bit more quote unquote woke, or a little bit more aware of what they actually want to put within their bodies. You get me? So you got people that are like, oh, I don't want to do this. I'm eating vegan. Why are you eating vegan? Because I don't really understand, or I don't like the chemicals and the steroids they're pumping the animals full of. You know what I mean? There's lots of people that are a little bit more health conscious now about what they do. They're taking their vitamins, they're taking their minerals, all that kind of stuff. And I think it's wrong for you to then turn around and say, no, well, I don't care about all of that. You must take this.
Yeah.
It's
for real. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I guess we'll keep you posted. But it is, April. They're looking to have everyone, and it is care workers that need to do it from this Thursday.
Oh, it's care workers, yeah.
Yeah.